Guys, guess what I did?
Hey guys, so right here is I forgot to film an intro actually. So right here, I'm just getting you up to speed. I bought a new key switch, and I put it in there to fix the ignition, and nothing happened. Then I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and that fixed it somehow. And then it didn't work afterwards, which I think I say in a second. But yeah, just letting you know. So now we have a working engine again. So now I can do the other things I wanted to do, which was test the lights. So let's do that. All right, let's test this out. Why is it now no longer start? Does it not start with the lights on? Well, what the heck? That's so weird. So now it doesn't work. Figured it out. My fuse blew. You can see that's really hard, but you see that? Okay. See the little white thing in there? How it's kind of got a gap in it, and there's a little black spot above it. Then this one. See how it's complete, no burn spot, and how if I put this other one in here. These are also replacement fuses. This thing calls for 20 amps, and it had a 35 amp in it, so I put 20 amps back in it, but now... So, I'm guessing what happened is I turned the lights on, and it blew the fuse. So, like, let's see. Let's try this. So, get down in there. Fuel tank. Getting stuck in the starter solenoid. Because I don't have... There. Okay. So let's see this. I'll put this down. And we'll see what happens if I try the lights again. Lights not working, but they kind of do sometimes. It just died. The lights when I got this were unplugged. Maybe there was a reason for that. Oh yeah, you see that? Burned through. Okay, so... lights are probably drawing too much current, you know, because, yeah, too much current. And this is the plug for the lights, which has clearly been fiddled with. When I got this was unplugged. So let me unplug it here. Oh, that's... So, that's one end. That's the other. I don't know if this electrical tape has to do with anything. And also, I wonder if maybe... Here, I'll cover on the other side. The fact that all the insulation on this wire has been burned off. I'm guessing from the exhaust pipe. You know, like that could be a problem. I'm actually very happy because like I replicated the issue and was able to diagnose it. But I'm guessing I don't know if I can fix these lights. I want to try. I probably will try. So I might take the hood off and try and do that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah. So that's probably our problem right there though. The fact that you can see that's the hood, that's the wire. You can see that there's just kind of nothing there because of the freaking exhaust pipe. So yeah, also I'm gonna run this thing for a little bit. So I'm gonna just be back. Hey guys, so as you can see, I brought this thing in here because I want to fix these lights. Because if I'm going to sell this thing, I want to at least try and get every little bit out of it because the blades don't work, so it's going to be a hard sell in the first place. So, let's try and fix this. So, let's get started by just getting the hood back off. So, yeah. Hey guys, it's the next day. I turned off the camera because my phone was basically dead. But as you see, this is the wire, and here, you know, it looks pretty good. A little bit worse here, just the heat shielding, and then, you know, just none. I took off the electrical tape that was on there, but still. I also cleaned out the lights, so then now they're a little bit less foggy. You know, actually still quite dirty. Guess I need to clean them more. But, yeah, I also went out and bought some light bulbs, so I can replace those, even though the old ones are still good. They're sitting over there, but it's just I'm here, so might as well kind of thing, you know. So I'm gonna just wrap this cable in electrical tape like it was before and just hope that fixes it. We'll see. There we go. I made a thing. Now let's just hope it doesn't melt from the exhaust. And now I'm gonna go clean these again and then try the lights again. After I also probably clean up the ground up there. Wherever it is, there, because it's a little dirty, so you know, probably should clean it. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now I'm going to reassemble the headlights and the hood and all that, and you guys can watch me do that because I've cleaned out the headlight bezels. I'm gonna put the new light bulbs in the headlights, and then yeah. Alright, so let's test out these headlights and see if I'm a genius and fix them. Guys, look at this. I was hammering a little bit, and I got it to where this to now fully goes down. It was like hit really hard over here. It's like it got scrunched. So I fixed it and made it to where now it will actually go all the way down. Of course, there is a bit of a problem. The bar is bent, so it can't stay all the way down, so it's a little loose. And well, that happened, but that was already like that. And it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. And yeah, I need to put the snapper logo back on. I also need to fix the fender, so I'm gonna try and do that. All right, guys, I got a new air filter here, and after I put this on, I'm gonna try and I say try lightly, I'm gonna try like my best to fix the electric clutch. I'm gonna try taking it off and seeing if maybe I can do something. But I'm gonna test voltage first. But yeah, I'll test voltage off screen. Okay. So we'll see you then. Hey guys, well, I was testing it and there's actually no voltage getting there. It's interesting. And my ground is good. My weird contraption here, the ground is good. This means there's somewhere up the line where voltage is not getting to the clutch. So I need to figure that out. So I'm gonna do that. Well, I figured it out. Switch is bad. So I just need a new one of those. And then hopefully the electric clutch will work. And then hopefully the blades will work. And then I can actually sell this thing as a mower and get a lot more money for it. So I'm gonna take that switch out and I'm gonna figure out what it is. Hey guys, so you know how there's a big hole in the exhaust? Well, I'm tired of it. It's so loud. So we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna put some of this putty on there, epoxy, and fix it. So we'll come back after that and see if it's any quieter. Actually, we'll do a test right now. So this is what it sounds like. It's louder with the hood up, but I'll keep the hood up when we test it again. Actually, no. We'll put the hood down right now. So this is what it sounds like now. There we go. Now we'll check again after. Hey guys, I was sitting here kind of bored, so I decided to make some aesthetic changes to the mower. First of all, I flattened that dent out on the back and glued the Snapper logo back on there, or just the Snapper word. And then also, there was this big rust spot on the air filter cleaner lid. I'm sure you saw it. I painted it black, so now it doesn't look as bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's still noticeable, but I mean, it's not nearly as noticeable. So yeah, I might also try spray painting over some of these scratches. You know, just to make everything look a little bit more clean and professional. But yeah, so I just wanted to update on that. Yeah, so last night I got a bit carried away with perfecting the mower. And I did a couple things. I straightened that out more. I painted the engine black, and now the exhaust is smelly because it's all got to burn off. I glued the oil light back on, and I glued the Snapper logo back on. Then I also, you know, knocked out a couple dents, and did you see there? There's that. And let's listen to the difference. So. Personally, I think it sounds about the same, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Anyway, yeah, I think it's pretty good. And probably once that switch gets here, probably one of the last things we'll have to do to it before we can sell it, if that switch fixes it. If it doesn't, then I'll have to try and go through the clutch and see if I can fix that. But yeah, it's done. At least I think, for now. Alright guys, so last night I decided I wanted to try painting some of the deck on this thing, try and cover up some of the scratches. And you see I just spray painted some of the stuff I had on there, and it kind of actually didn't look too bad. So I'm going to try painting with some of this, because I ran out of stuff I had, and we'll see how it looks. So, I'll just come back when I'm done. But here's a bit of a before. Here, and there, and there. So we'll see how it looks. Well guys, look at this. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, I missed some spots, as you can see. I need to get a bit more paint. And I oversprayed a bit, but I mean, it could be worse. And it's not bad. It's like, that looks a lot better. And I'm probably gonna get some more paint. So I can paint the rest of the mower. But I'm gonna wait till my friend can come help me, because he actually knows how to paint things a lot better than me. So he'd actually be quite useful for that. But yeah, so wait for that, I guess. That actually looks so good. So violent. Alright guys, well, let's unmask this thing. I unmasked part of it already, like the wheels in the front, so and the engine, so I could, you know, and the dash actually, yeah, so I could drive it in here. But now let's take off some of the other bits of masking. Hey guys, we're working on the mower again, as you can see after the paint, but I got that switch in, and it also made me realize something. You're supposed to, this switch is so worn out that it lost its safety feature where you're actually supposed to lift up on this to move it, or to engage it. So, that's actually interesting. But yeah. I'm going to put that new switch on there, and we'll see if the blades actually work. I really hope they do. Alright guys, I got the new switch installed, as you can see there, and just animal. Before I start, I've noticed that there's this, like, rope wrapped around this blade, and I prefer that if when I turn it on for the first time, I don't have a chance of possibly destroying it, like the blade. So I'm going to try just getting that off. So I'll be back once I'm done with that. Actually, here's a better look. Yeah. As you can see, could be better. So guys, I found a bit of a problem. If it's in the off position and I start it, it's spinning. So I was thinking maybe the switch is just backwards. So I turned it on, but then it doesn't do anything, like the interlock is working. So that's a bit weird. I don't know why it would be doing that. Like, what is a possible reason as to why it would be stuck engaged? But only with the switch. I can't have those just running all the time. What if I start it? That turns off the blades. So I have a new switch coming. The one I put on there is 5 terminals. When the one came off, it has 6. But the one, only 5 of them were used. Only these, and then these 3, and then these 3, and then these 2 as well. And I got one that didn't have this extra terminal. But I'm thinking maybe that the extra terminal is something to do with like a normally closed and normally open thing. And so I'm thinking maybe that like the mower's, it's in a normally closed switch. So when it's off, it's putting power to the blades, but not engaging the safety interlock somehow. And then when you turn it on, it engages the safety interlock, but it then doesn't put power to the blades. So that's just what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I don't know. So we'll see when that new one arrives. But the blades do work. It's not the clutch. It was the switch. That makes me very happy. You know, the fact that it was just the switch and not the blades means a lot, because that means I don't have to replace the clutch, and that means also it works. And just, yeah. This thing is friggin' awesome, man. Let's go do a spin out in the cul-de-sac. Well, not a spin out, but take it for a spin in the cul-de-sac. Don't worry about the smoke. That's just from the paint burning off. But why is it every time I use this thing, it starts trying to like backfire really hard? Like, what is going on? It's every time I take it down into the cul-de-sac and then back around on the uphill, it starts acting up. It's really weird. And yeah, that smoke is just paint burning off the exhaust. No worries. But yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. And I just don't know. What if I start it now? Like, what if I start it? Oh, the blades. I gotta be careful. I have no freaking clue. It's such a weird symptom. I need to get someone who like actually knows how to tune a carburetor correctly, so then I could actually get like some actual help. But yeah. Guys, one quick thing. I was taking the photo for the thumbnail, and I think the hour meter is working. Maybe it isn't. Oh wait. I think the one is passing over. I don't know what that last thing is for, or whatever. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for the mower for now. Because, like, there's not really much else to do. I mean, I'm going to fix that switch, but I mean, it's kind of just an off-camera thing. So, I think that's it. So, I guess this is kind of the end of the mower saga until I sell it. So...
Cooper's Cars, you have watched Cooper's Cars. Like, subscribe, share.